Oh shit, Supreme Rising. I pressed it, but I didn't know how long it was gonna take. I ain't too long. Got out the garden or whatever. Like I get up in the morning, I go feed the dogs or the puppies. It's like a lot of dogs. Go feed the dogs, get them some water. Brownie, brownie. They be watching everything. I'm gonna get back to doing the AI joints. It's not like I'm stopped for some reason. I just been choosing over these last few days to come direct for some reason. And as you can see, the title, Naga's deeper thought that I don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? So just give me a minute. I'm trying to get my blunt twist. It's the first one in the morning. First one. I be waking up. I be waking up like I'm a fucking kid, yo. I be needing that thigh meat in the morning. Y'all be needing that shit. Boy be waking up with the whole congregation standing on his feet. Boy be waking up with the whole congregation like, hey. You have to get some energy flowing. I be needing that thigh meat, yo. I be needing some thigh meat. Too bad I ain't got none. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you, man, when you learn how to cherish life, y'all gonna get here. You motherfuckers don't care enough about yourself to love and appreciate shit. Appreciate shit. So you know what I'm saying? Like that be the real spill. Anyway, let's get into it though, right? Let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Naga stars he don't really talk about. Alright, so look, yo, sometimes right, I go certain places and I traveled a lot, right? And I'll see people, and the first thought popped in my head was I created them people. Listen, you gotta follow me, yo. I'm about to get into it. Okay, I'm telling you, it's deeper thoughts that I have that I don't never talk about. And when I go certain places, it's like after meditating for so long, I was able to go inside my body and like respond to like my cells and shit like that. And I knew what my cells was asking me for, and I started building things of like of natural qualities that heal everything. Right? It's something that happened years ago. I don't know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever. And I just stayed on that mission for a minute. So like me with that quality, it's like I can recognize my DNA. One time, like I jumped on the book one time, and I just knew people was talking about me. And I said that following that energy, and people was like, yo, ain't no way in hell he could know that shit, right? And that's just me being in tune with my frequency. As this discipline grows, yo, it's some places that I go and I feel older than I am. I feel like, yo, you was here too. You know they know you, you just don't remember what you are to them. And I'm like, I had these thoughts of indifference. I'll be like, yo, that shit crazy. I'm thinking like that. And some people I get around them, I'll be like, yo, those my kids. These be people that's older than me, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at them and I can see their DNA inside of them, and I'll be like, yeah, that's probably that time, 1275 AD. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that shit sound crazy, yo. I know it sound crazy, yo. But these are thoughts that I have sometimes. I go places and I see people and I be like, yo, I created that whole culture. And I don't even know why I feel like that. I don't even know because I'm not the type of person that walks around with a thought. I don't walk around with like random thoughts that I hold on in my head like, there's the thought, I can see it now. It's not like that for me. I go aimlessly. I go with nothing in my head. Whatever I'm gonna do is I do it on the spur of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just going. Go about my day. Unless I got something specific I do, then I'll focus on the specifics because that's the norm. But the way my mind works, I don't think about shit. I don't walk around like, ooh, this is in my head all day. Like I don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always like just I don't know, yo. My brain is what you like to call progressive. You know what I'm saying? It's always going like this. My mind is always moving forward. Even when I'm not doing nothing, it's thinking on the next thing. I don't hold on to old thoughts. So it's like I'll go somewhere and a random thought will pop in my head. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be just random out of the blue, and I'd be like, yo, where that shit come from? Like something else is in me putting it, like almost like if I got like 3, 4 spirits inside of me, and I don't, and I'm not aware of that, but they're real, and they like switch in and out of spaces sometimes. Like, yo, remember we did this? And then they'll go back to the one that's more relevant, or it'll go to one that's a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is weird, yo. Like, and that's what I be noticing, yo. Like, that's why I be cracking the fuck up. Cause sometimes when people be serious, it's another spirit that'll jump at me and have me cracking the fuck up and laughing at shit. And I'll be like, and I'll really be seriously like ecstatic. Like, just it'll be so funny to me. And then people want me to take it more serious, and then I can't. It's like something inside of me won't let me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when people think they know more than me, it's this energy that comes over, right? And it'll put me at a peace. It'll put me at a peace. Like, they think you don't know. Here, let's adjust your face so they really believe it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be shit like that. And I'll be like, yo, what is this? And that's me contending with the energies that are like the beings, or the like the what I'm connected to through space and time. It's me contending with them. I'm like, yo, what's that? They're like, yo, remember you could do this? And that shit be crazy, yo. Like, and a lot of times I just don't say nothing. I don't want to use whatever I have for evil purposes. You know what I'm saying? So I sit with it the majority of the time. And I've heard people say, yo, if I could do shit like that, I'll be doing this and I'll be doing that. I guess that's why you can't do shit like this. And I think that's why Divine instilled it, because I'll hold shit for a long time and never say nothing. I actually filter it through myself. And after I filter it through myself, I don't see it no way to carry it in a negative or positive contingency. Like, after I filter something, I understand what it is, I know how to place it. That's just like if I see a rabbit. Yeah, they're cute and fuzzy and cute, and they live in the ground, and they had Peter Rabbit stories, and people love rabbits, they hop around. But if you see a rabbit in reality, it'll look at you like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up if you come next to me. Like, it's not the perception of what people see it as. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're wild animals at the end of the day. Even though they look cute to you, they're wild animals. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just gotta understand the indifference to a value. Like, people have these visual outtakes of how things should go. That's in the narrative. I don't look at life like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see shit how people see shit. I see shit how it is. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at it for what it is, the attachment is not good or bad. It's just like if I seen a black squirrel running down the road, like, all right, I know regular squirrels are small, gray or brown, you know what I'm saying, speckled, fluffy tail, you know, about a foot and a half off the ground. Black squirrels are like 3 feet, you know what I'm saying? They tall, they long, they all black, they got like white around their face. They will dig your seeds out of the ground, take them somewhere else. Like, they don't care about your life. Like, they cute, but they don't care about your life. So you got to know how to put it in perspective. Most people will say, ooh, a doggy. That dog might bite your fucking face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still an animal at the end of the day. I don't walk with the regard of good and bad. I walk with the regard of as is. So when something happens, I put it in an as is quality. Some people are just fucked up. Some things are animalistic. Some things are not for you. Sometimes people direct things that are not for you towards you. So therefore you think it's for you. And when it gets close, it changes the direction. So you could be like, damn it, I missed it again, to instill that energy inside you. And once that takes place, you start developing a doubt about yourself. Don't you think the years that this system has been working with people, beside people, and people helping it bring other individuals down to their lowest, don't you think that's like a dynamic planning? Most people say, like, oh, nobody's out to get you. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. You were told your whole life, fight to be free. Your body is so valuable. Why the fuck you want to be free? You want to be the cost of free. And that's what they did to everything. Everything is a reverse double entendre. So if you say it because it sounds good, then you're expecting that particular emotion that came with that moment to be the outcome of the circumstance for you. And that's not how it is. That's why they kill people so readily, because you want to be free. On top of that, the term of your name in my culture, black, means death. You go to other cultures like Germanic or whatever, look up black, it means death. So you want to be free and dead. You get killed, you get taken out, you get disrespected, you get treated like an inanimate object. My thoughts go so deep in certain aspects of reality, and then I start to understand, like, you know what? It's something that hit me one day, and it was like, yo, what if the whole concept of how it's viewed here on the earth was viewed in backwards? So, like, when other cultures came here back in the day, like the word kangaroo, this this what's his name? I can't remember the dude's name, yo, but dude was like he was like an archaeologist, explorer and shit like that. He was coming from Europe. He went to Australia. He got with the Aborigine guide or whatever. Aborigine guide only spoke Aborigine. He didn't speak European or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So he pointed at the big hopping rabbit because it looked like a giant rabbit. Like, yo, what's that? A giant rabbit? He's like, no. He didn't say no. He said kangaroo. He said that right there. What's that? Kangaroo. The Aborigine doesn't speak European. So kangaroo in Aborigine means I don't understand what you're saying to me. Because the arrogance of the ego of the explorer automatically thought that he was serving his best good by telling him kangaroo. So he took it upon himself, that must be a kangaroo. And he writes it down in a book with the picture or whatever, right? And then that becomes your definition of what that marsupial was over there in that region of the world, which is still not the name of it. You know what I'm saying? And this is where no accountability actually was built from. You have people that think they know shit and don't know shit, and because you don't know it, you've put what you thought it was as a title. And that has made the narrative of people look stupid, especially to individuals who know shit. So the real ancients that don't deal with the world, they're never gonna tell you anything because your thought patterns of the world are stupid. Your definitions of things of what they used to be for millions of years wrong. So now that you have this type of energy that you walk around the world and you just name shit that's not right, you have understandings that are not right. You think you know everything and you put a different paradigm on everything and you're freaking wrong, like to the highest ability. How the hell am I gonna listen to anything you say or even believe in anything you say? And that be the indifference, yo. Like that be the real spill. So now the world thinks like that. That's how the whole world thinks. Instead of knowing shit, actually putting the real research into it, you're not gonna try to figure it out. But all these dynamics are based off strategic ways to make you think. So if I didn't know these things didn't serve me, and I was in that mentality, that means I'm so distant from the actual world of understanding anything, I can't teach you anything. But that's like an ego trip in the same breath. It's like, yo, I'm mad because I don't know. Well, a baby didn't know neither. If a culture is a baby, shit, it'll be in your best interest to be that baby and learn from everything that's been here longer than you. Be in the comfort of what's been here longer than you. But we had that type of mentality wiped from our minds, so we don't know anything. You don't remember if reincarnation was a real thing. People put the word reincarnation because you'll see things being birthed in the same DNA, but that's the title that is given. Your cells learn. Okay, your cells learn. Just like other animals learn from certain situations, your cells learn. So through time and space, if that DNA was dominant, or those factors in that DNA was dominant through the existence of that particular person, and with their offspring came to magnetize whatever that creator for their offspring was given. When they passed off, they literally merged into the same image of that creator that created them, their father or their mother. It depends on how close knit the family was. Now you talking about things that look like they come back after like 20, 30 years. No, they're happening in every child. So this is when you go to African tribes, you're like, damn, why 6 of these motherfuckers look the same? That's because how close they is. It's called electromagnetism. You know what I'm saying? So the plasmatic magnetism that's going through your body, it has information on it. And as it spins up and down your body, it carries electricity. The closer you are with the people who gave you life, it's going to make y'all become one. This is why those African tribes be all looking the same. They so close to each other. And we used to be like that. Our family used to be like that. And now that we got distance in our family, like you can see it in my family a little bit, like my grandfather, my mom, me, my son's son, my grandpops, his father. It's like we all look the same. Certain other people, like we all resemble, but it's starting to push apart because we're not as close as we used to be. And that's an understanding, like that's just how it is. Like being able to be subsequently in the value of what you're going to be connected to in this full retrospect, like everything that comes with it, not just saying hi and goodbye. No, y'all around each other, y'all breathe each other's prana. You know what I'm saying? The electromagnetism of your plasma running through your body is leaving information around. It's rubbing off on each person that has your same frequency. So you're not supposed to be looking at your family and be like, I'm tired of being around them. It's supposed to be an invigorating feeling. You're supposed to be happy to see your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your aunts and uncles. You're supposed to be like, wow, there they go. It's been a while. Like you're supposed to be invigorating, not you go around them. Here they come again with their bullshit. I hate when they come around here. Somebody instilled that in you. Somebody instilled that in you. And when they instilled that in you, it became the normal thing. And now we got so much problems in our culture as far as going against our culture. We don't look at the value and say, damn, you know what? I'm the reason why our culture is falling. Even though somebody implemented, you started doing this shit in public. You'll slap a brother in the middle of the street. You'll hit a female because she embarrassed you in the store. And now people see how you would do things if you was at your left spot. Like if you went all the way left, you angry. That's how you treat your culture. All right. Nobody else gonna treat your culture right. And then when they do it, they looking around to see, they looking around to see who gonna respond. Like who? Yeah, I treated their culture wrong like they do. Who gonna say something? You know what I'm saying? Like it's always like that. They look around to see who gonna respond because naturally cultures stick together. The whole culture, yeah, they don't play about. And we the only ones that don't build a representation. Not for nothing. Y'all keep waiting for legislation. Y'all want Dane Calloway. Y'all want Black Magic. Y'all want the twins. Y'all want somebody to jump on TV and say, hey, look at us. Da, da, da. That's because that's the narrative we came under. Man, F all that. If y'all want to really make change, get thick and go where you need to go and tell somebody something. Stop acting. That's the thing. People don't never want to do nothing. They just want to sit around and say, I told y'all. This is what I've been studying, and this is what I brought to y'all. So what? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? You gonna keep talking about all the books you discovered and all this knowledge they've been hitting? That's the reason why they hid it from you, because I don't want you to know. Even if you did know, by the time you find out, what would it matter? You don't even have enough. You don't have a nation of people enough to stand up with you to go tell somebody what you will and what you won't do. That's the difference. Y'all still waiting for somebody to say, oh, y'all know the knowledge now, so we might as well leave y'all alone. It don't work like that. That shit don't even work like that. It's not even a reality, yo. But that's what I'm saying. Like, these are the thoughts Nagas be having. I be like, yo, people don't even think like me. Like, I have so many things that go through my head, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I can see things that I thought of a long time ago, and it comes into fruition. And I be like, yo, how they know that? I thought about that like 12 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I was actually trying to put it together, but something in it was like I was glitching. Like I'm trying to put it together, and it's like I'm forgetting something, but I know it's like I can do this. It'd be weird. Like even sometimes shit'll twist my feet up. I be walking in a certain direction. I be like, yo, why this shit is making me like it don't want me to go forward. Like I'm feeling this, and it just led me to see that the system literally doesn't want you to let go of your physical understanding. It don't want you to go back into your divine state. It doesn't want you to say, I can create without help. It doesn't want you to be able to be dynamic and allow everything to have that plentiful knowledge equally. It needs to have a hierarchy. It needs to have a pyramid shape. It needs to have something at the top. And the only thing that's supposed to be at the top was the divine. So that would give the world the rise, right? Everybody can rise up under the divine. But if somebody noticed that and said, you know what? Let us be pinnacles in between the divine. That changes the narrative. Now the pyramids that break off from their points is their point of view. So wherever they sit on the hierarchy, that pyramid that's under them, it controls whatever is falling under that dynamic down to the base. So now Now, with that as an understanding, you have so many different narratives. This is how war comes into play because now you're comfortable with what you were shown. And you like, well, this is how we do it. Well, we do it like this over here. So fucking what? None of that shit matters. Those are narratives under false representation. All praise due to the almighty creator of all creators and creations. Who gives a shit about a fake God who wants you to feel like some type of way? Oh, I walked around and I did this. I don't care. I got brothers that act like they hard sometimes and can still get their head bust. One thing got nothing to do with the next. It's a reality, yo. Like you got families you deal with that sometimes they get out of their skin and you gotta check them. What's the difference in old people back in the day that didn't have all this propaganda and all this control and all this narrative, and they started living every day within their chakra aspect? You got the rising of the Kundalini that happened every month. These people back in the day didn't have propaganda. They didn't have nothing in their face all the time. So they got a chance to experience that rise all the time, good or bad. They were big. Their bodies grew to the full regiment. They didn't have the extra stuff that took away from them. People was just discovering food and stuff back in the day. They was just discovering what's beneficial for them. So they had a million years on indulging and shit. They had a million years on being dumb with everything good. It's a fact. And then you had other creations that came in that had shorter time than that. Like 2,500 years, stupid. Still don't know anything. Still ain't got to the regiment. You just been here 2,500 years, 25,000 years. That's all you been here that long. That's it. Boom. You don't even know nothing. You just here and you come in. Well, you know what? If we take over everything, this how it's work. That's not even logical. A treaty don't work like that. A safe space don't work like that. If I gave you a place, that's under the ordinance of allowance. So the allowance came with the fact that I allowed you to be here, and then that rippled through the cultures that existed. We gotta keep in mind, before stories was even taught about, and before stories had the understanding, it was the 12 kings that sat around the circle table, and it was 12 melanated brothers that populated the whole entire planet. It's a fact. I don't make this shit up. Somebody else wrote this story. Somebody showed it to me when I was 18, 19 years old. I didn't publish the book. I didn't make the book a bestseller. I didn't have the book in every single college known in America. I didn't do that. I just read this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the pictures that looked like me with a beard, a curly beard and dreadlocks. I seen these pictures. And I started sitting there wondering, like, yo, who's documenting this stuff? Where's this coming from? You know what I'm saying? Like, it really starts to irk me because it's like, it's so many different, and my brain is spinning. It's constantly spinning. And I'm looking at every little piece of knowledge, and I can tell what Lego block fits and which one doesn't. I can tell how they move this story from that situation to place it to make it seem like this is more relevant. I can see that. I can always see where the ledge don't got stability. So, with all these thoughts NAGA be having, yo, ultimately I just sit back and laugh because I'm like, yo, it always fails when the stability is not divine. No matter if it's the world or not. It could be a relationship, a job, the government itself. When the stability is not on the creator of all creators, it's going down. It's going down eventually. Like, that's just, every civilization fell. You know why? Because they base they rulership off a false understanding of stability. When you die, like Mike Tyson said, that 20 grams, but me and what's the female? I can't remember her name. Jazzy. Yeah, Jazzy. She on TikTok though. She's dropping knowledge. Me and the female did a bill like 2-3 years ago, and we brought that to familiar. She actually put me onto it, you know what I'm saying? But on my platform, we brought it out. And the soul is like literally anywhere from 3.5 grams to 20 grams. It don't weigh that much. It inanimates your whole body. You know what I'm saying? And everything that you fight about, the things you don't want, the things you do want, what you won't accept, what you will accept, what you don't like, what you don't got enough to do, your time and all this, none of that shit matters because it's based off that light that's inside of you. And that light, it animates your body. When that light leaves your body turns to beef jerky. It's a fact. Ain't nothing come back to start that truck back up. When that soul leave your body, that shit is beef jerky. It turns to dirt. It's going to break down at that point. Nothing that you said to Tony, Steve, or Marsha, how you treated your people, none of that, all that shit don't matter. So what are you doing with life? something to think about, yo. Like everybody got all this shit they talk about, all the cars and the places and the ass popping and I knew what stupid was when I was a kid because I used to watch people fight the teachers to not want to do their damn homework. Like, and it's gonna help you learn a little better. You sound stupid when you talk in society. You can't even put sentences together. That's because you ain't learning. And that's somebody at home saying, F it, don't do your homework. So I already knew in the future these same people was gonna be the same way as adults. You can see them now. Nah, I don't care about that. I don't want to listen. That's because you delinquent. One thing got nothing to do with the next. You could choose to be right or you could choose to be wrong. That's your choice. You don't want to do right by yourself. Don't get mad when you're in intelligent situations and you can't answer the value. So now we gonna attack each other because you didn't choose to take the time to study, and you still got all the time in the world right now while you arguing, cursing people out, telling them what you think they capping or they ain't got this life or they ain't good enough for you and whatever. How all this shit you doing right now, you still got time to learn. You still got time to articulate yourself and be on a higher pedestal for you, not for nobody else. Just so you can understand when a motherfucker tell you something, you like, yeah, I know what that is. People don't even do that for their self. Shit crazy to me, yo. Shit crazy to me. And then you get mad when everything you could have did was in your hands, but you chose to do things that are based off a low mentality. And then you say, well, this is what I want to do. Well, it's stupid. It's not going to gain you nothing. It's not going to grow you anything. And that's what people start from. They start from that baby place to where I'm going to give you something just to shut you up. And then that becomes your narrative in the future. Well, as long as I got that, I'm good. Is it benefiting your body in any way? No? Okay. So I understand why you want it. It came from a childhood perspective. That's why you want it. It has no benefit for you, but you want it like a motherfucker and you grown? That's because you never grew the fuck up. That's why. Period. End of story. One thing got nothing to do with the next. Everybody got something to say, and I'm watching people fight to procure stupidity. Fight to procure being lazy. Fight to procure the fact that, you know what, I wasn't that then and I'm not going to be that now. I just don't want to say that to you. I'd rather have people see me in a great light other than what I am. Come on, man, don't lie. That shit going to catch up with your ass real fast. That shit will catch up with you real fast. Yo, I can cook. All right, cook this. It has 16 layers and 38 seasonings and 5 different liquids, and you have to bake it 12 times. Let me see you make this shit. Wait a minute. I ain't say I can cook like that, sir. It be that type of smoke. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit, we got comments. My bad. I'm over here flowing right now. Mine's eye. What's good, brother? Big ups. Said, hi, I see you. Interesting. And be the cracking. Saying nothing free people want to be. Yo, mine's eye, brother. Good to see you come through. I kind of get in I get in my wormholes. And I start flowing. I just start riding the fucking rapids and shit. Like, so when I come to talk, I don't be coming to, I need to get more people on that vibe so then I can be paying attention. So excuse me for not checking the comments. I apologize, but that's what I be doing. I be like, I just be in the flow. Cause I said that earlier, yo, like my mind don't be on things that it should be on. I be too busy in progression. You know what I'm saying? So apologize. But yeah. Shout out to Mine's Eye. Brother is deep, man. I was doing some work for him like 2-3 years ago. 4 years ago, I think. About 3 years ago. Yeah, the brother is deep, man. And he got some different type of polarities when it comes to his music and aspirations and shit. So check out Mine's Eye. But yeah, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's just a lot, yo. Like, and this the dance that my mind does. My mind just goes, and I'm looking at everything. You know what I'm saying? And while people trying to figure me out, you ain't figuring nothing out about yourself. Like, it's so much that can come. Like, this what I be trying to say to people. I be like, yo, do you know divine instilled a piece of itself in each and every living people? And some people's light is filtered through what created them. So it gives them a option to live. So that light that's given to you, it has attributes, qualities, and attributes, qualities, and seasonings that come from the divine. That's only for you. So while you living in this world and you watching other people access small amounts of what they are, and it's attracting you, like I like how they did that, or I like how they did this, or this person did. Those things are what you should be doing to yourself. You supposed to be like, yo, I did that. That was fly shit. How the fuck I did that shit? Like, and I do this to me all the time. Like, I'll surprise myself. I'll be like, yo, that shit was dope. And I'm like, yo, I really did it. A lot of things I do unconsciously. I do without no understanding. And I do that because I know divine has guided me. So I created a lot of things with not knowing nothing. Literally just having the thought to do it and following that thought. Like, yo, I'm going to do that. I ain't going to read nothing on that shit. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it how I see it in my head. And I would do it and then be doing it for a while. And as I'm doing it for a while, it's growing that potential of information that I need to know that comes with that understanding. So shit get deep. Like when you really start being that person, you know what I'm saying, that literally just embarks on things unknown and you do it your way, that's divine guidance. All praise due to the Most High. People think you gotta be some type of, yo, baby, cut it out. Come on. Yo. Come on, baby. Thank you. What? Let them be. She always want to bark at the people. Sometimes she'll listen and just go in her doghouse. She'll be like, all right. But them dogs be running free. And they like, I know she be wanting me to let her go because she be like, they get to run free. I should let her ass go, though. But she going to fight. If I let her go, she going to fight, though. I don't want that. That kid, she'll fuck around and kill a dog. Anyway. So it be that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's so many attributes that you got that comes with your light that's ready to be unlocked, like divine waiting for you to sit down and literally like go inside you and understand what your gaming is about. Not the shit that how your parents treated you, how your family treated you, the thing. That's to keep you out of your body. That's to keep you outside of going inside where everything is. You don't understand what I've been through. When people treat it, I've been there, yo. I've been there fully. Like, I've been the black sheep. I'm still the black sheep in some aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think I don't know shit that they be doing by the way they move. They think I can't see it. No, the difference is I'm inside myself. You're outside yourself, so I can see everything you do outside, even when you're quiet. Because I'm inside myself. So all your actions are outside. So it's like, oh, that is spinning over there. I'm inside in the body watching you, but I'm sitting next to got my little version of me too. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just me in there. I got my light from divine. I got the little version of me. I got different ages of me that I done headshotted. These niggas thought they was gonna live supreme by shit that they was taught by different people when I was growing up. Like I'm talking about me. Different people who instilled shit into me and wanted me to be different ways and shit. Headshotted this motherfucker. Put a bullet right by y'all. Nah, you not living here, B. You can't live in this body. But I was just like, you ain't just like me, nothing. That came from that dude. I'm breaking his heart right now. I'm breaking her heart. Or I'm not carrying you. All that bullshit you got with you, hell no. I wasn't afraid to look at myself, you know what I'm saying? And then even understanding like how you was treated as a child and have people say certain things to you as a child that weakens your structure as how you see yourself. And then you stop loving yourself. You like, damn, I want to get away from people because my own family don't even love me. We don't see that as detrimental as far as you having love for yourself when you grow up. So you start treating yourself in different ways. You over drink, you over sexualize to try to prove some shit to yourself. You over commit, try to prove some shit to yourself. You overwork, you underwork, all these different things because you feel the lack that came with where you came from. And because you never got right with that, everybody got to be tortured for the rest of your fucking life? No, you're a fucking big problem, yo. You're a big problem. And I was never that type of person to not want to fix my shit. So I would look at things and I would see people act so, I'm like, I ain't about to be like them. Not in society, hell no. Hell no, I love being me. And I would always remember when it was just me and my mom and my brother. I knew I had a dad, but he wasn't around when I was little. I remember my family. I remember my mom, my cousins, and my great-grandparents, my grandparents, my uncles and aunts, and then people that was a little older than us, which was the aunts and shit like that, and then all the cousins. I remember them. My pops ain't hang around. He wasn't around. So it was like, all right, this is first right here. And me personally, I had a natural affinity to all that. The first person who was ever mean to me was my Uncle Charlie, but he was mean to me in a way that I had to remember, and I didn't understand why he snapped at me. He was like, gotta go to school and get knowledge. You gotta be smart. I probably was like 4 years old or whatever. I jumped back like, okay. You gotta learn. He had like the raspy voice, but he looked like a gorilla though. He was like wide shoulders and shit. He was like brown skin. He looked like a monkey. Like it was Diesel though. It was like, and he can do construction like a motherfucker. Like dude was nasty, and he could cook. You know what I'm saying? He could cook like hell. So my Uncle Charlie, the first time, he's like, you gotta learn. You gotta stay in school. That's how he talked to me or whatever. Like. So it was like that shit stuck, and he ain't really never said other words to me other than that in life that meant anything. You would just be standing around him waiting for him to say something, right? He'd go in the bathroom. I'm going in the bathroom. Okay. He's like, you gonna stand right there while I go in the bathroom? And like, no, I didn't know. Like you a kid. Like his authority just magnetically made you follow him. And like you didn't even know why you was following him as a kid. I had another uncle, my Uncle Herbert. He was like the first Buddhist. You know what I'm saying? And our family, like, he used to meditate when I was like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I used to see him sitting there with his legs crossed in this little small room that my nana had that was like a pagoda room. And he was sitting there and just meditate. And I would go in there, pull on his nose, grab his lips. You meditating, Uncle Herbert? You ain't got no hair. What are you doing? And he'd be like, yes, I'm meditating. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he would never let me bother him and shit. And I would sit there next to him. How do you do that? He's like, just sit still. I'm like, sit still? How do you sit still? I was, just a little kid and shit. But I've been watching him be in this peace and this energy be coming off him. And I can almost see his aura coming off him. And I thought it was weird. I didn't know what I was looking at as a kid. These thoughts always strengthen the value of what it meant to go inside myself. You know what I'm saying? Their brother, my Uncle Junior, he created the first black dance theater in New York City. It was called the Dance Theater of Harlem. He's in Black history. You know what I'm saying? I come from a family where my grandma, my nana, them was like, if you want it, make it. So when I came in the world, I didn't like being around people because I like to create shit. And then everybody's seeing I can do this shit on my own, or I wasn't going to need nobody's help. I might need a little bit of help, but you're not going to be able to take credit for what I'm creating. People started trying to put me in a box, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's how it always was. There people be around me seeing how I shine or whatever. Older people be like, yeah, that's my this. Yeah, they me to this. I be like, I don't even fuck with you like that. But all of a sudden, because I just did something, we that close and shit. Like, that's how I grew up. It always was like that. And that shit turned to fucking hate later. Motherfuckers trying to go behind your back and all that. I'm going to always be great to the day I die. It ain't matter if I got 2 people there or not. You know what I mean? People I touched in this world, I'm going to always be great. And that's because I chose what I was created as other than what people tried to make me as. And I hated that shit. I hated watching people that I knew and I can see them for who they really were. And when we grew up, they changed to somebody different. I hated that shit. I just be like, yo, that ain't how you was. You was soft when you was a kid. Now you acting like you a killer. Ain't no fucking killer. Your mom used to beat the brakes off you. You be crying. You know, so I would say shit like that. Motherfuckers be like, yeah, that is right. But see, people fall in different paradigms of energy just to try to save their ego. And it's not about saving the ego. It's about saving the light that divine gave you to keep your body animated. That be the real spill. You know what I'm saying? Like, you going to fight for the divine, or you going to fight for all the traumas that came with your life. Like, you could easily dead all that shit by coming to your super aspect of what you are. And keep in mind, your discipline of the problems you went through, how many times you got your ass beat, how many times your mama cut your ass, how many times you heard a disrespectful drunk person fuck up your life, whatever discipline that you went through as a child, that is a second nature to you right now. It is an actual muscle. Whether or not you want to deal with it or not, you know how whatever felt, how many times you went through it, and you know the values of what it looks like when it's coming and when it's going. So that one particular thing that you had to deal with your whole life is your superpower. You can use that shit to help someone. There's so many people that haven't had that discipline yet, and they need to see that. And not for nothing, you probably got all these type of people around you that need that same discipline that you have, but you don't see it because you're too busy focusing on what you went through. And you can't hear it because you're not listening to them tell you what they're dealing with right now. So you can't say, you know what? Yeah, I dealt with that my whole life and I actually know how to do it. Let me show you how to get past it early so you don't have to suffer as long as I did. None of y'all thinking like that. You motherfuckers is selfish as shit. Y'all ain't thinking like that. I'm mad because my life was like this. Man, please, man, grow the fuck up one day. Stop involving everybody in your problems and fix your own shit. Be an adult. I done hit the ground all the way at the bottom and came back up. It didn't matter. Whatever I ever went through in life, I always would face it. That don't mean I have to become a millionaire or be the best at anything. I was willing to face it because all my answers was inside of me. I was just afraid to go inside because I never knew this was a solution. Never knew it was a solution. You be holding on to, I can't believe they did me like that. I love them so much. I can't believe this. You don't know what I did for them. You don't understand how I feel right now. All that is real. I'm not saying that's not real for you. What I'm saying is the redundancy of that does nothing. Motherfuckers don't care. Imagine you in that feeling and the same people that made you feel like that and you holding on to a value with them and then you walk in on them laughing at you feel that way. You walk in on them laughing at you feel that way. They like, yo, this motherfucker, I hate when they come around. They ain't gonna do nothing but get like this. And then you still protecting the value of them. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? You still protecting the value of them. Like, nah, I'm gonna respect them because X, Y, Z or whatever. But they over there like, this motherfucker ain't do nothing but getting his feelings. That's all they gonna do with that. You walking and you hear that shit. That right there should change the polarity of how you handle yourself for the rest of your life. Most people don't do that. They'll say, nah, you know, that's not me. And even right now to this day, when people act a certain way, I be like, yo, listen, that's their burden to carry. I'm not getting involved in that. And a lot of times, depending on the conversation coming at me, if they coming at me, I'll be like, yo, hold on. Hold away. You go take that over there. I don't want to hear that shit. That's something you got to deal with. Whatever it is, it ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? All praise due to the Most High. And if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall in everything. They say you're going to fall for something. They like to try to change the words around. I be wanting to smack the shit out of people. Be like, yo, stop fucking with the words. If you don't stand for what's given to you, the light that divine gave your ass to be animated, you will fall in somebody else's hole. That's the real way. That's the real analogy. It don't sound as cool as the other one. It ain't supposed to. Fuck a cool. You know what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to sound cool. The fact is, if I'm dealing with the energy that you have and you have a hole in you because you don't know how to go within and solve that, I'm now going to fall in your hole. Wake the fuck up. That be the real spill. Nobody don't want to talk about that because it's easy to hide behind the fact that another motherfucker is fucked up as you is. That's easy. Oh man, you ain't no different than me. Motherfuckers love saying some stupid. Oh man, you ain't no different from me. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. The divine made us different in increments. If you ain't check out incremental science, go check it out. It's still somewhere down there and out of all these videos. I got so many videos of this page that's retarded. But yeah, the knowledge is there. It's already there, yo. Your power is you. Keep in mind, even with women, women's job is to what? They get dressed, they prop their titties up on a platter, they put something tight painted on, they smell good, the lipstick, the hair done, and you be like, God damn, why is that goddamn so important? It's because whatever you was doing, your attention got taken from that to her. So now automatically, the power that she has is to take your attention from something else. This is what people don't understand. I'm not saying don't love women. No, love them. Love the one that will love you back, though, that helps you keep your attention on being divine. But the ones that always want your attention on them, they're not focused on you. They're focused on controlling you. I got this motherfucker in my pocket. They'll do whatever I want. Look how that's why you went in the bathroom and put on $100 of shit that ain't you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got everything on bought and you came out like, look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at you for what? What I need to look at you for? What you want? I had females hit me in the box, be half naked in the inbox, half naked. Hi, what's up? Titties out and shit. I'm like, And I ruin it all. I ruin it on purpose. I'll be like, let me explain something to you, sister. I ruin it on purpose. I'll be like, let me explain something to you, sister. You shouldn't come at people with your titties out. I don't want a woman that's showing everybody. If you're doing this to me, you done showed everybody. So you ain't got nothing special to offer me. You done showed everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it's that type of smoke. And they be like, what you mean? What I mean is I don't want to fuck with you. That's what I mean. If you came to me like this, you would come to anybody like that. So there's nothing special that you have to offer. You see what I'm saying? Like, and a man who knows his worth can't be controlled by outside purposes. Nobody outside of their body can control you when you know your worth. If you end up with nobody, so what? If you end up losing shit to save who you are as a person, so effing what? Stand for what was given to you. At least one time in your life, fight for divine instead of falling for it. Motherfucker talking about, I don't know how we got in slavery. Because they gave up their divinity. They started following in anything anybody said, even death scared. I don't want to die. Ain't nothing gonna happen, but your light gonna go back where it came from, and you're gonna come back 10 times filtered. Scared of what? Scared of what? I was the kid saying, screaming in your face, hit me! You wanted to fight? I'm like, do it! Do it! I would punch myself when I was a kid. You can't hit! And then swing out weed, that shit and drop a bink! Like that nigga hit hard, yeah. Let's fight for real. You wanna fight? Do it! These are the thoughts I be having, yo. I think about a lot of things, yo, a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, at one time. And then I realized, no matter about all the thoughts and everything outside the value, it's all about how much you appreciate and you hug that little small essence of light that animates your whole body. You might be a giant like my boy, you might be a giant like my boy Mind's Eye, you know what I'm saying? You might be out here 7 feet tall and shit. So you might have some light that you really need to go in there and embrace. You know what I'm saying? Because it was there to inanimate a giant. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the giant. It's about the fact that the giant was living. Who appreciated that giant for being here? Did that giant appreciate itself for being here? These are the values that the world reversed into stories to make us look at the movie instead of the actual person. You know what I'm saying? And we have so many indifferences here on earth. Big trees, little trees, vines, fruit trees, roots, tubers. We have leaflets. We have all types of different values. And they all live in unison. They don't say, well, goddamn, you're a big tree today. Or, oh, man, I don't know what to do with this big one. No, they live in unison. They live in unison. Everything does. We have a problem with that because we have two dynamics we can choose from, outside of yourself or inside of yourself. And when you are resonating with the world from outside of yourself, you are as dumb as the world. If you are resonating from the world from inside of yourself, you are wise. Because your first thing is self-preservation of the light that divine gave you, and all the knowledge that comes after that is going to be subsequent. So it's going to be the benefit of how you contend with this true knowledge of self. Keep in mind, the self-knowledge is all about the benefit of your health, understanding, understanding, and overstanding, and connection from where the light that you carry inside of you, where it came from. So if those things are not solidified in the beginning, the foundation that anything you build after that is already fallen. That's why people say experiences are short-lived, because they know when you go through new shit that happens out of the blue, or something they show you on TV, or this romantic excursion, that's something that they put into your mind. They know that experience is going to be short-lived. It's not based off the divine, because they're not. They're too busy got you outside your body. So they know these experiences are just that. This is why they sit back and be like, oh, just let it go. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. I heard this dude tell females, you should go out there and see how many options you can get. Go look at all of them. Go date them all. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck would tell that to a woman and then expect her to have a good outcome? No, because once she be real and say, listen, I got 120 under my belt, but I was just experimenting. And they gonna be like, ew, I'm good. This female I was talking to, right, on the phone. We was kicking in and shit. And I already knew she was a liar and shit, but she's supposed to be an adult. She close to my age. She's supposed to be on some real shit. So I'm giving her the jewels and the knowledge. I'm thinking I'm doing the thing, the thing a man's supposed to do or whatever. We having a good conversation. She starts slipping up. I guess her light's so weak, she couldn't even lie. Like, so she be so into wanting to tell me the story, she don't realize she's telling me a story about her and another guy. So I would keep my energy small, like I'm not trying to respond to it. And I would let her tell me the story. And then I'll be like, wait, that was after this time. So you was lying about that? Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. And then it was something like, it was almost like Divine was showing me in real time. It was like she had a veil over certain parts that she was not supposed to say. And she would say it anyway. And I'd be like, God damn. And the second time it was the same but intensified. Like more of the truth came out. Like every time she tried to hide a piece, it would like trip out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, that's weird as shit. And then after I was like, listen, she was like, I'm just being honest with you. I was like, no, your honesty is a lie. This is who you were when I met you. I can't deal with a person who contends to values that way. I'm like, that person would have had to have me on the forefront. The type of women I'm into is ones that are all about me. You know what I'm saying? If you're all about me, I'm all about you. That's the value. So you telling me this is what you was doing before we was talking and during, you wasn't about me. You was just using my time to subsequent whatever else you had going on. I'm good. Week later after that, on the same social media joint, this broad arguing with two other dudes. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, that's deep. And you actually putting posts out there. I was like, I'm glad I got away. I'm glad I got away before I even had a chance to be around the person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was deep for me because it was just like sharpening my intuition. And sometimes divine to even push you even farther to see what if I open your heart and put you in a situation that's not good for you? How you gonna respond to that? You know what I'm saying? Like everything is a test to make sure that you can deal with almighty energy. Because if you can get through those disciplines and become almighty, what's gonna contend with that? What can fuck with you when you done made it through everything? Just think about that. Look, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this NAGA the Wise right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just wanted to build with y'all real quick. This shit I be thinking. Just random thoughts, right? I be having all types of thoughts, but I'll never sit down. Like when I do the title, I'll be like, it's NAGA's thoughts. I'll put out a specific, topic within the thoughts, right? And I don't never title it for the most part. But today I felt like sharing a bunch of thoughts because I be having a lot of thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like they be all over the place, like, and there be a lot of true thoughts. And I know it's only testing me because I don't never just actually think about one thing in particular. Like I'm literally feeling my feet at the bottom of the ground, the wind on my skin, the sun on my face. I'm literally like really when I'm in nature, I'm just in nature. I just noticed that the scuffernines is growing early this year. They normally don't start until August, but they already plentiful and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they about to start changing colors soon. So it's shit like that. Like I'm always in nature so much that I don't have random thoughts about individuals or nothing. I'm just in nature. So when divine put a thought in my head about something, it's either they're thinking about me or it's something that I need to look at to filter to help someone. Those are the only two reasons. I don't even get negativity because that shit can't reach upstairs. So I don't be caring about the negative shit people talk about. That shit don't even come towards me. I could give two shits. That's you living in your world with me running barefoot around in your mind for no reason. Like, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I give my time to the divine, yo. And I ultimately, I ultimately believe, look at him, trying to stop your boy from speaking. I ultimately believe that what's for me is already around. You know what I'm saying? So there's no need to chase anything. I believe what's for you, it just comes towards you and it plays its role. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have aspirations on looking towards anything. You can't do me dirty. You only do yourself dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't lie to me and then don't do something, or you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like you just lost something that was in position to be the best for you, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at life and everything. I don't lose nothing. I gain everything. You know what I'm saying? On some form of reality. Like that's just how I don't lose nothing. If it left me, it was not supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have contingencies towards anything. But the Almighty never leaves. You know why? Because the Almighty put that light inside your body. So that's something I know I can depend on to the end of existence. The Almighty creator of all things. Ain't nothing gonna ever be able to match up to that. And if I do get it, if I do meet a person that's gonna fight for me as much as the Most High will, we gonna kick the world ass, hands down. That's just what it is. We gonna win and win and win. DJ Khaled, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it's supposed to be. But everybody got their outside way of thinking. You outside of yourself. Look at this. Look at me. Look at me. Look now. Even when I go on social media, I'm like, damn. Even the females' faces. Look at I got this on. I'm like, I don't want to look at your ass. I'm tired of seeing people like I don't give a damn how sexy they be. I don't give a shit. I'm tired. Aggravating. Look at me. Look at what? 2 legs, a titty, ass, a face with a bunch of paint on it. Something you bought from Temu. I don't give a shit. Like, get the fuck out my damn face. Like, I'm so serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, this should be crazy to me. Like, I'm so content with the fact of what Divine did. And once you understand that communication, everybody want to have conversations 30 months after the creation. Like that shit mattered. Like you was born and you came in this world and forgot who made you. Like the doctors. Man, fuck them doctors. My mom, man, fuck your mama and your daddy. Oh, the house, man, fuck that house you was living in. Because without the Most High, your mama and daddy won't even exist. The house wouldn't have been built. The place you came, the sun you sit under, the reciprocal energy, a spiritual energy to have you wake up and go to sleep. None of that shit won't happen without what gave you the life. I'm not talking about go to no damn church with a pyramid in a box and being there stomping on the wooden floor, screaming and hollering. No, I'm talking about go have you a personal sit down. Go in the raw woods, somewhere where ain't nobody at, get butt naked. Plant your feet in the ground and tell the Most High, thank you for giving yourself life. You're a seed that ain't planted, walking around with them shoes, scared to touch the ground. You a seed that ain't even planted. So intelligent, don't never plant your feet. Even though you know frequency come out the earth. So why wouldn't I drop my feet a couple of inches in the earth? Why wouldn't I want to do that? I get electricity from the earth. I'm plugging in. That's why you know people are careless as shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? But y'all want a woman like that. You come from a family like that. And then you mad because often you get the offer is what the world has. Nothing celestial. And look, all right. Anyway, like I said, these just Naga's thoughts. I always got shit going around in my head. Information always in the description. If it's not, check out one of the videos. You can get that information. It's somewhere in the description. Sometimes the live don't let me do it. Unless I go back and edit it. And I don't be feeling like doing that shit sometimes. If you want consultations, you know, you want music placement, the underground music block still be rocking. I still do advertising and promotions. The number game now is crazy. It's through the roof. So, you know, you trying to get a month worth of promotion. We knocking millions out. You know what I'm saying? So you want business consultation, spiritual consultation, advertising promotion, AI videos, music placement. We even got us a professional DJ now from Hot 97 that's willing to take artists' music if they got some fire, you know what I'm saying? And it's good for the world to hear. You get spent on a real DJ platform if your music is hot. So I have that as criteria as well too now. So you already know the vibes, man. This is NAGA The Wise. Stay tuned. You know, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share it with your friend. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know, let me know you in the house. Mind's eye. It's always been love, brother. Peace.